Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Hammer. Today is Wednesday, July 24th, 2024. I, of course, am with Originator Success here at Daily Mortgage Rate Update, the only place on the mortgage. You guys get to join me live each and every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, broadcasting to you on Facebook and on YouTube. If you're here this morning, say good morning. If you're watching on the replay, don't forget to give me a hashtag replay in the comments. Appreciate you doing it. Don't forget to smash that like button, tag an hello friend, share us in a group. Remember, you can go ahead and sign up for our free daily email lock advice to your inbox each and every weekday morning, www.ratelockadvice.com. You can also sign up for our text alerts, www.ratetextalerts.com. If you'd like to get reminders that I'm going live, you can get those free, hmmr.io/reminder, and you should definitely check us out at originatorssuccess.com. Business is starting to turn, y'all. Rates are starting to drop. Refis are coming back out of the woodwork. Purchases are starting to swing, and you need to make sure that you are getting loans from Originator Success. So go check us out at originatorssuccess.com. We'll show you how we're going to make that happen and all that good stuff. Let's say hi to our live folks. Who do we got here this morning? We got Mr. Tim Klyla. Good to see you, sir. Hope all is well in your world, my friend. So glad to see so many of the same people over and over, I got to tell you. And then there's some people that I missed that I haven't seen in a while, like Scott Menser. Kenny Rivard, good to see you. Mike Schmulligan, great to have you here. Amy Blauser, hello, good morning. James Mahan, hope you are out there getting ready to kick some Wednesday butt, sir. Allison Foy, good morning. Hope you are doing well. And if you're here this morning, say good morning. Ron Siegel, good morning, sir. National Tequila Day. There's at least a day that we can go ahead and drink for, right? So we got national. This is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Let me click this again. There we go. National Tequila Day. Let me know in the comments. Question of the day: do you drink tequila? I don't drink tequila. Never really had a big flavor for it. Believe it or not, I'm not a whiskey guy either. Vodka, Tito's, right? I'm just kind of. I'll do rum. I like rum, vodka. Not even a gin guy. Not unless you're going to mix it all together, put it in a Long Island iced tea. So let me know if you're a tequila guy. Tim said he is a tequila guy. I can't help but think of the scene from Pee-wee's Big Adventure with the tequila song. Amy said, only in the margaritas. Good morning, Amy Santiago. Mark Clark, Derek Weibel, great to have you here as well. Great to see all of you. So, all right, let's go ahead and let's take a look at what we got going on this morning with the other stuff. Let's see if I can now turn around. I'm still getting used to some of the changes they made with the software here. Oh, look at that. Okay, so taking a look here this morning, mortgage-backed securities up 9 basis points, puts us almost exactly the same spot as where we were at yesterday when pricing came out, which means rate sheets don't really change. It keeps everything very much the same. Oh, it's so funny. I see one if I turn this off here. There you go. All right. So what that means, rate sheets not likely to make much of a change this morning. However, that could change in about a half an hour. We're going to get some PMI data, manufacturing services PMI data. If that shows some economic weakness, we could see bonds improve a little bit, which could help rate sheets a little bit. If it's comes in kind of blah as expected, showing a stronger economy, then it might get rid of those gains this morning. Rate sheets might be down a hair, but overall, not much of a change when we take a look at this. Same thing if we go a little bit deeper. Let's go ahead and go more full screen. Take a look and see that the 10-year Treasury is currently at 4.22, very flat. You can see it right here in the candlesticks, very flat. Not much of a change at all. And that's what we anticipated this week. We knew it was going to be quiet. Wednesday is the same as Tuesday. Guess what? Thursday going to be very much the same as Wednesday. There's not much of a reason to see anything move. Everything is very much the way that it has been. If we take a look at rate sheets are very flat on the day. Reprice risk is low. It's unlikely that we see any big moves today. The outlook remains everything that we've said it was going to be. Rates are going to ebb and flow a bit until the Fed meeting next week. That Fed meeting is going to come in. The Fed meeting is, of course, on Wednesday. Expectations for a Fed rate cut at that Fed meeting, they have grown by about 5%. We were at like 98% expectation that we would see no chance of a rate cut. That has moved down to about 93% chance. In fact, the old New York Fed president, Bill Dudley, served as president of the Fed Reserve Bank of New York from 2009 to 2018, has come out and said, I changed my mind. The Fed needs to cut rates now. The Fed needs to cut rates now is what he's saying. And even though that's kind of not what markets believe should happen or what anyone else should happen. And that's why if you've got anything closing in the next 15 days, anything in the next 2 weeks, we're waiting until Friday's PCE inflation data. And I don't expect that data to make any big improvement to rate sheets, right? Markets are already pricing in the fact that the inflation data should show some cooling to inflation because the CPI data showed in cooling inflation a couple weeks ago. So it's, I mean, yeah, they come about their numbers a little differently, but even still, you're not going to have one go down while one goes up, right? So it's already kind of been baked in. It's been priced in. Market's already expecting it. But when we take a look here at the fancy charts, we could see a little bit of a rebound and an improvement. What that looks like on rate sheets, if we actually take a look here, and let me pop this. Come on. Oh, there it goes. Okay. And then I did it twice. Sorry. Hold on. I like this little feature, but I got to change it. There we go. So if we're taking a look here, rate sheets have been very flat. We could get a little bit better, back down to the low 6.81 that we saw here. Whereas right now we're at like 6.87. I mean, we might get to like 6.85 on Friday. So we got a little bit of improvement, but anything that, generally you don't want to, if it's closing the next couple of weeks, we want to at least see what Friday's data is. Next week is going to be all the big stuff though. Take a look here at what the expectations are for the Fed rate cuts. September, an expectation of a cut. 90% believe we will see at least a quarter point, and there is a small betting pool for more than a quarter point. Very, very unlikely that we see that happen. In November, there's an expectation of at least 2 quarter point cuts. The first 2 have happened in September, a second cut in November. That'll bring us up to about 56%. There's about a 40% expectation that the Fed will pause after that September cut, and we'll only see 2 cuts this year. And that reflects in the December numbers. 2 cuts would bring us to 4.75. If we got a cut in September, a cut in December, it's about a 40% expectation that will be there. But right now, markets are the majority pricing in that we'll see 3 rate cuts, that we'll see a September, November, and December cut. That's over 50% expectation. And if we compare that to where we were a week ago or a couple of days ago, it has improved. It has increased the expectation that we'll see that. When the PCE data comes in, that might grow even a little bit more. Now, why does all of this matter? Again, taking a look here, interesting article from Bill Dudley. He said, I've long been in the higher for longer camp, insisting the U.S. Fed Reserve must hold short-term interest rates at the current. Hold on, I want to put you guys back on the screen. I don't like that I'm not. Hold on, I have to go to chat. I don't like this view for that reason. All right, there we go. But how come it makes me so damn small that way? It's so. I mean, what if I do side by side? Can I do it? There we go. Okay, that's not terrible. I can live with this. But it doesn't do the side by side. Let's try that. Ooh, there we cookie crisp. This is like it used to be. Okay, hold on. All right, now I've got it. Mike said, "Never mind. I answered it." Nice. Let's see. So. Cool. So here we go. I've long been in the higher for longer camp, insisting the Fed must hold short-term interest rates at the current level or higher to get inflation under control. The facts have changed, so I've changed my mind. The Fed should cut, preferably at next week's policy-making meeting. Now, that's pretty extreme. I was surprised to read this because, again, markets don't believe that the Fed will cut or that they should cut at next week's meeting. And it's very unlikely that the Fed would come out and, do something so sudden after signaling for so long that they're not going to. So why does Dudley think that we should do that? For years, the persistent strength of the U.S. economy suggested the Fed wasn't doing enough to slow things down. The government's pandemic era largesse left people and businesses with plenty of cash to spend. And my take on this, they also had plenty of credit, and credit has been what's kept this economy going. The Biden administration's vast investments in infrastructure, semiconductors, and the green transition boosted demand. Hey, by the way, let's talk about infrastructure. I got good news yesterday. Found out that I will most likely be getting broadband fiber into my neighborhood next month. High-speed internet, baby! Like true high-speed, reliable, clean pictures, gigabit. I'm thinking it could be pretty amazing. Keep your fingers crossed. Anyway, now the Fed's efforts to cool the economy are having visible effects, blah, 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 blah. And he kind of just goes on and talks about how, the basically that there is a lot of writing on the wall that the labor market is softening, that the economy is going to be in trouble soon. And, that things are going on. So this was an interesting article. You can read it over there. Amy said, "Yay, it's faster. I have it." Amy, believe me, it is definitely faster. I have Starlink and I have another service that's local to my area, but that's all a wireless service, and they get a little unreliable, which is what we have happened in the past. So anyway, my friends, you look at all this stuff. Mike said repo surge 23%. All these happy things going on here. Again, this is the idea is that rates are going to continue to creep their way down. We might see them get a little bit worse today when we get the data in 15 minutes. We might see tomorrow they might, they're going to hold sideways. We're not going to see much movement at all. Friday, it's going to get a little bit better. Don't look for any great, PCE data. Woohoo! No, not really. But there's a lot of. I was on a 2020 coaching call on Tuesday yesterday, our success call, which is open to everybody, by the way. I should post a link for that once in a while. And anyway, they had a couple of guests on there, Jamie Kavanaugh, and I forgot who was with Jamie, but they had a really, really great point about getting out there and putting a list together, setting up who can you be reaching out to, who's done loans in the last 2 years. I think it was Barry. They quoted that Barry had said that there's like 4 million loans out there between, that are above 6.5% or 7%. I think it was 2 million above one number, 2 million above another. Again, this is just off what I remember from the webinar yesterday, but there's going to be business, y'all, a lot of business. So get out there, be ready, and we'll take advantage of it. So anyway, I'm going to do a straight camera, just me. That's what we got going on. Let me know if you guys have anything else to say in the comments. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up today. Tomorrow, again, it's going to be boring until we get to next week, y'all. I know, but I appreciate you joining me, and I thank you guys for that. I'll see you tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. Take care, everybody. Make it a great one. Bye-bye.